Can I help you?
Yes, please.
Can you pass me that? Oh, hey. Mara from kids school?
Oh my god.
Haven't seen you in like 20 years.
Oh my god.
Add me on the Facebooks.
Okay.
Yippee-yi-yo. If you just watch those couple of skits you got there, and you're expecting that to happen to you, and you instantaneously fall in love, you might be waiting a whole lot longer than you thought.
You need to know what you want. If you're trying to get with somebody, trying to get married, you need to know what you want and not just wait.
You trying to get with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get with somebody.
First of all, you need to know who you are. Who are you? What kind of person are you? What kind of personality you have? What do you like to do? What do you not like to do? And then we'll move on to the next person. Take a personality quiz. You can pay for one, or you can just take an online one. You could do Myers-Briggs, which MBTI. You'll get a 4-letter code about, are you an introvert, an extrovert? Are you more, into your intuition, or you do sense, and they're thinking and judging, all these different letters. But it really helps you figure out who you are, and then you can kind of find somebody who would balance you and complement you. I'm very let's get it done. I'm practical, make a list, and let's cross it off.
I'm more like a dreamer, long-term, I really don't care if things get done or not.
And that, sometimes it's kind of like, oh my gosh, are you serious? But if I recognize that I already knew that about him, then it's like, okay, I can take that as a positive because maybe I need to slow down and not put so much on that to-do list in the first place. And maybe for you, it's like, okay, maybe I should get some things done and it can still go with the flow and be flexible. We don't know that about each other, and it just seems like, oh, it's just a personal thing. It doesn't like how I do it. Then that kind of becomes the issue.
The other thing you wanna see if you guys have similar interests. Do you like to go outdoors, or do you like to play chess games? Do you like to do both? If you're a roller coaster fanatic, you don't want to ride roller coasters alone for the rest of your life, do you? You want someone to share those amazing, thrilling, exciting rides with. Maria likes thrillers. I'm a scaredy cat, man. I would get nightmares and stuff. She hates comedy. I love comedy. I hate horrors. She loves horrors. So we met in the middle. We watched thrillers. And we found out that we both like thrillers. So it's not scary, but it's just thrilling. I mean, look up the definition. Stop asking me what the difference.
Because somebody else doesn't like it doesn't mean you just can't be with them, right? Thing with this, you need to know, do you like eating out, right? Or do you like just staying in?
Who the heck doesn't like eating out?
So many people don't like eating out. They're just I want my home cooked meals. And so
then they better cook it themselves.
And that's fine if you don't want to, she doesn't like Thai food and you like Thai food, or he doesn't like Italian and you do.
Oh, hell no. You like Chinese?
It may not have to be the same.
I don't do Chinese.
Okay. It may not be the same foods, but just the concept of, do you like eating out or staying in? That can be not a determining factor, but something to think about.
Must like biryani. You figured out your major preferences, things you like and you don't like. Part of that is communication. You have to be open with what your expectations are. So when I got married, I told my prospective wife, this person here, that I'll never do dishes. It's just never gonna happen because I plan to be a hand model one day. I just don't like doing dishes. They're so gross and nasty. I just can't do it. But I'll scrub the toilet. I'll clean the bathtub. I'll polish the bathroom floors. I will throw out the trash. That was a compromise. I do everything that there is to do in the house in exchange for her to do the nasty dishes. I ain't doing the dishes.
So realize that you aren't just marrying that person, right? You're marrying their whole family. So that has an impact too. You may be thinking about starting a family with this person. So how does that look?
You should definitely take that into account. Most people skip over that part and then realize later they don't like spending time with the other person's family, and that offends that other person. So get to know the family as well. Get to know the pops, the mama, the brother, the sister, the cousin, the uncle. Nah, maybe not the cousin or uncle too much, but there are some cultural norms you would like to continue that you grew up around and that you're very much well affiliated with and acquainted with, and you'd prefer that in your life. That's something that you need to talk about.
And not put somebody in a situation where they didn't expect it like that. Or like, hey, you didn't tell me that's what you expected just because your mom did it or just because your dad did it.
You never told me that I was going to live with your mama and cook her food every day. You're staying the hell out there.
Yes. So there's points where you know, like, you're still a little bit immature. Then don't expect the other person to be that way immature as well.
Or just put it out on the table. Just be flat out honest. Like,
just saying, like, if there's still points where you're like, I don't ever do grocery shopping and I just buy peanut butter and jelly every day.
Well, grow that up.
There are some people who need to grow up. So take that upon yourself too, to kind of build yourself and develop yourself, and it's just kind of part of growing up. Start doing that before instead of waiting till you're after you're married and now you hate it because it's not the same. No, start that. Like, pre-game it 6 months ahead of time. Like, you're trying to get married, change your lifestyle for the way that you would want it. So don't be afraid of being too picky. Have your guidelines, your preferences out there. And then when somebody asks you, Beta, what do you want?
Well,
tell them straight up.
Auntie, I'm looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 criteria, and can you find them for me? Then they're going to stop asking you. Talk about the religion, the children, know yourself, know your likes and dislikes, know the finances, the financial decision making you have to do together, and know the family. You don't need to get married just because everyone else is getting married. You want to get married maybe, and you can work towards that goal, but don't expect that it's just gonna be this, oh, minder pinder, oh yeah, match catch patch, and we are together forever, man. Yeah, you have to talk. You have to understand what what the other person wants. Are they more of a romantic person, or are they more of a laid back, hey, whatever, no big deal person? Do they like to watch a lot of movies, or do they like to be more active? Like, know your likes and dislikes. Make sure you ask the person if they snore or not. You know, you might not be able to sleep for the rest of your life. Why marry somebody if they're going to be sleeping in the living room and you're going to be sleeping in the bedroom, or vice versa? Start by focusing on yourself, figuring out what you want to do, understand what are the major deal breakers, what are your, top like 5 to 10 preferences in a person. And just be very open-minded. You don't know who's going to come along and is going to be compatible with you. And then once you do make that decision, make an intention to be dedicated to that relationship, no matter what it takes.
So in the words of John Legend, I give you all of me, you give me all of you. It's not a 50-50% thing. It's all in. Once you find the person that you want to do that for, go for it.
Yeah, it's always more memorable and more precious with somebody else. And, it also makes life a lot easier. You have less stress, you're more happy, you're more likely to succeed in general.
Okay,
you got it.
Let us know if you need a hookup. Leave a comment below or message us.
I got a lot of single friends in my
we got
WhatsApp
single
group.
lady friends.
And single boys. Single boys. I have a WhatsApp group. I have all these boys. They're ready.